Right, well this is new. This is GTE racing. 45 minutes apparently, which I assume means I'm going to have to have a fuel stop. Yep, looks that way. No idea what to expect. Qualified 9th.
60 seconds.
Looks like everyone who's in front of me is a higher rating, so it looks like I'm qualified in about the right pace-wise, which is okay. The cars seem fun. There's no ABS on these, so look out for brake lockups. Yeah, we'll just see how we go. I don't own Mexico, so I'm not doing GT3s this week, so I thought I'd jump in here. A series I don't know anything about. I only own the Porsche, but it seems fun.
30 seconds.
There's lots of Porsches in front of me, so must be a decent enough car in the series. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Seconds. P9. The track temp is 20 Celsius. The air temp is 20. Okay, rolling start. We need to follow car number 8 in the right column. The safety car speed is 79 kilometers per hour. Stay calm, focus. Floor it.
Cold tyres. Cold brakes.
Car left. Clear left. Right side. Hold your line.
That's fun.
You clear right.
Murdered.
Left side.
10, 2, 3, whatever it was.
Clear all round. Left side. He's still there. Clear left. Let's see if we can get the car left. Still there. Clear left.
Recovery drive mode.
Left side. Clear left. The next car is Heck, car number 13.
You got damage, we're getting eaten alive.
Car right. Clear right, P12. On your right. He's still there. Still there. Clear right.
For some reason I was thinking this was going to be a little bit more gentle than the GT3s, but So far we've been punted and lunged, so I'm guessing not.
Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth. No mistakes. The leader has just done a 155.34. P12. Car right. Right side's clear. There's a car leaving the pit lane. Our fuel window opens on lap 10. It'll end on lap 14.
Not a very big fuel window in these then, so got pit between laps 10 and 14. Doesn't give long for an alternative strategy to unwind, so for example if I'm stuck behind this guy still on lap 4 or 5 in another race, I might come into the pits and then get a long undercut. This race I've only got a few laps to get it done.
Come on man, send it already.
Back marker 2 cars ahead.
gap behind is now 0.6. Your lap time was at 1:57.42. That's your best lap in the session. Come on, pass him already. Car clear right. Your last lap time was at 1:58.02. Stick to the plan, don't be intimidated here.
This guy's just making a few little mistakes and they're catching me out. I had a lock up there, trying to avoid going into him. Let's see if he can get this series right. I can't, I'm offline.
Stay close, wait for him to crack.
Doesn't seem particularly slow into there compared to how fast I want to be going.
We just had a warning for cutting the track. You have 6 incident points. car right. Still there. Right side's clear. On your right. Clear right. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left. V12. That lap time was 1:58. Car left. Clear left. The guy ahead is Johnson, car number 15, B license, and their rating is 2.4.
Well, that played out over quite a few corners, similar to a C1 overtake. Set it up quite a few corners early and finally get it done. I might have got it done one corner earlier if I hadn't had a miss shift, a double shifted.
You've used half your fuel. Don't be intimidated, keep him behind you.
Oh, sweet.
Track limits. You have 7 incident points. P11.
Mitchell Johnson in front.
Just done a 1:57.01. That's your best lap in this session.
That's a look up.
Reel in Johnson. In. The gap is now 2.3. Window open. We expect you'll be coming out of the pits into clear air. We expect to exit the pits in position 19.
Oops.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. That lap was at 157.35.
That's poor.
The gap to Johnson ahead is now 2.1 seconds.
I assume this is just a fuel situation, not a fuel and tyres situation. So we'll just do that and see what happens. Or at least try to. Looks like this might be our race here, me and Mitchell. Although there's every chance I make a big enough mess of the pit stop that the two chaps behind will be back on the case. Having not really practiced a pit stop or really got any clue what I'm doing with them.
You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. That lap time was 157.29.
Pit next lap if I'm close enough to Mitchell. Or I'll be in a situation where I do what he doesn't do. We might just have 1 lap to try and jump him. So we could do with being close. Seem to be getting time on him through this section and through Beckett's, so let's see.
The gap ahead is now 1.1 seconds.
Really want to be like 0.3, 0.4 off his bumper in through Stone. It's not going to happen. Next lap maybe. Not really made anything there.
halfway through. We estimate 3 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to 10th position in front is now 0.48. There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like it's Heck. Nice and smooth, don't overdrive the car. It has 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. On your left, clear left side. Still there, clear left. That's the stuff, we'll have some more of that.
So an opportunity to clear him on the straight, so he took that option instead of trying to pit round him.
Only 2 more laps of fuel. That was 157.85.
He didn't fight it as hard as the previous chap. Could really do with a buffer.
The gap to Johnson behind is increasing. It's now 1.0. The car ahead is car number 12.
Call it a pit stop error buffer. That's what I need. Getting a bit loose through there. No idea what this car's like late in the stint. I guess it might be a bit sketchy coming out on full fuel with all tyres. Have to try and see how that goes.
The car ahead's pitting now. This is the last lap of fuel. That was a 156.91. Good lap, that's your best in the session. Car in front is Pocho, car number 6, and their rating is 3.3. Track limits, watch those lines. 2 litres left. You have 9 incident points. In this lap, box this lap. The leader, Mayer, is pitting.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We've gone out of track limits, keep it between the lines. You have 10 incident points.
If you're meant to take tyres and I don't, this would be a bad outcome. Got no idea what everyone else is doing.
Pocho, in front, is pitting. 1 litre remaining. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P13. We'll pull you to the end. Pocho, ahead, is pitting. Sebastian, behind, is pitting now. Sebastian, behind, is pitting. Box in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Front left, 86%. Left rear, 86. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Stay focused, we're still in this. Pit exit's clear. The guy in front is car number 12.
Made time in the pit stop compared to a couple of people around me, which makes me think I should have taken tyres if that's what they did. But we'll see.
The next car is 1 lap behind.
It's only 14 minutes left, so I'm sure we can hang on to them. They are costing me a few incident points as I adjusted mid-corner, so a little bit of slip. Don't know if I overdrove the car a few of those intermediate laps in the middle of the stint. If you need to look after them a bit more in this series. We've got a bit of a buffer now, so we'll just take a little bit off. See how the times look. The gap behind is now 3.9.
P10. You've just done a 157.32. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
First and second are a long way ahead. They're flying.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Come on, keep digging. The gap to P11 behind is now 4.2 seconds. That last lap was a 157.44.
Second on Cedric, ahead on the last lap. There's only about 4 laps left though, so unless he makes a big mistake, assuming we don't make a big mistake, it's not going to be under any pressure. But we do another second this lap, another second the next lap, he might start to mirror watch at least a little bit. The gap in front is now 4.5 seconds. You've just done a 157.23. So yeah, another second out of Cedric. Last lap, gap down to 4.5. Possibly 3 laps left. Second a lap. Is he going to get nervous?
The gap to the 11th behind is now 4.5.
was the best exit I've had from there this race. Wide.
The gap to car number 12 ahead is now 4.3 seconds. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. That lap was a 1:57.41. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Only 0.4 out of him on the last lap.
You're reeling car number 12 in. The gap is 3.4 seconds.
Oops. Oops.
That lap was a 1:57.12.
That's a shame, so it's got a nice lap until then. Even with that error, we took another 0.4 out of Cedric. Would have been nice to be a 0.8 or so, which we were on course for. Right. Too little, too late. Our race really ended when we got turned around. Turn 2, turn 3, whichever one it was. Should we look back at afterwards? I wonder if it was Cedric who was the culprit.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So 2 more laps. I think was it 1 more lap? Might just be 1 more lap. Maybe 1 more lap.
One more to go. That lap time was 1:57.20. Tenth position. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
Well, that was fun. Enjoyed that. I do enjoy the long races with the pit stops. As I said, I think I qualified in about the right spot for my pace, so perhaps no surprise that when I then got knocked down a few spots here on lap 1, we were able to get back through and then actually pulled quite a gap once we got past those cars, despite having 35 seconds worth of optional repairs. So my rear 3/4, I guess. We'll have a look when we get back to the pits. Just look like I've got a wiper button mapped, which is why I was not able to clear the windscreen. Thankfully it didn't start raining. I wonder if they have rain in this series.
That's the end of the session.
No.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Right, let's see.
Front left 78%, front right 86%, rear left 78%, rear right 85%.
So a clear start. I was actually unsure if there was someone out on my left at the start, so I had a bit of a narrow line. Is it going to be this Porsche behind them that killed me? Yeah, God, what's he doing? So who was that? Mitchell Johnson, the guy who went back past. Is he still here? Nope. Let's look at it from his perspective before we do a full judge. Did I do anything weird? Well, I may have missed the apex a bit, but it doesn't mean that there's room for a Porsche there, especially on lap 1. I don't think that's sensible. But yeah, that's partly the cause of my own problem there. But if you look ahead, let's get to my position. A lot of the cars are out there missing the apex. Let's get back into blimp cam. So these guys are obviously wide. This guy is wide. I am wide. And then I'm taking a late apex to come back. So there we go. So that lost us that space to Mitchell, which we got back. Lost us the Cedric, who we didn't get back, but we were catching at the end. Cost us some time behind Raphael, came past. we're stuck behind for a while, and before making an overtake stick, we'll look back at that as well because that was quite fun. And we lost space to Sebastian as well, who we got back fairly quickly. So, looks like it was just those guys. So let's see how all that unfolded. So we managed to just keep it to the inside as he peeled out. To take his line, we just kept it in. A bit of a block pass, sat it on the apex, and we're able to go. Did he come back at me? I feel like he should have done. No, he didn't. Took a bit of a narrow line in just to block the attempted pass. And I think then we were under pressure for a little while actually. I guess I must have made a mistake there. Nothing's better of it. Very wise. Sneak in there again. It actually comes through. Just hold the position. Hold it tight that time to the apex and get away. I think that was that done and dusted. Oh no, he's still coming back. Yeah, so at this point we're driving back up to the next chap. We had a couple of runs at him through Stowe. Didn't have a huge amount of overspeed, even though he wasn't getting great exits. I guess he must have had quite a slippery setup. So we had to go on that lap. That forced us back towards Raphael. Closing it back up again. Had nothing to go on this lap. Didn't make it work. Raphael's closed right up again. I think it might have been this lap. Yeah, it must be. So let's watch this. So I think that's the closest I've been coming out of Chapel, is it? Hollywood? It was called. Tried a little bit more to hang it around the outside, didn't work. Cut back under, a good exit. Managed to then hold the outside line here. Again, just tried to hold it around the outside as best I could, at least force him a bit offline, make him stop. Was there contact there? I mean, he realised that I was legitimately alongside him at that point. Definitely wasn't trying to run him out, but was obviously understeering a little bit. It's about as tight as I could keep it. Looks like there may be a bit of net code there if we had contact. Yeah, if there was contact there, that's net code. We were nowhere near each other. So I shifted from 4th to 6th, then you got a Big run on me again. Nice and fair around there. He actually just cleared me there. Managed to get back on him under braking. Long pass. And that was it. Off we went. Off we went. And then a few laps later, we caught up with. This other Porsche. I got him down the hanger straight, I think here. So it's very fair there from Mitchell. He was the one who'd spun me around, so perhaps he was being extra kind. Doesn't look like there's too much damage on our car. So there we go. Anyway, that was fun. See you again.